everyone, this is Bella Yon, lead nutritionist and recipe developer here at Metabolic Living. Welcome to today's Metabolic Super Meal demo for the Get Immunity Upgraded 30-Day Challenge. I'm here to upgrade your immunity with tasty, nutrient-rich recipes. Now they're very easy to make and they've got simple ingredients that you can get anywhere. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a 15-minute masala curry. Now I absolutely love curry, and where I am from they take their tikka masala pretty seriously. So I'm personally convinced that this is a fabulous recipe and I'm so excited to share it with you all. Honestly, the best part about this masala recipe is that it has anti-inflammatory herbs like turmeric and also spices high in vitamin C like chili pepper. Nourishing your immune system with the right foods is obviously more important right now than ever. But with our lives turned upside down, that can actually be kind of a challenge. This is why we have developed all sorts of different variations for today's metabolic super meal. Maybe you follow a paleo, a keto, or you could be a vegan or a vegetarian, or you may follow our balanced metabolic lifestyle. Whatever it is, we have got you covered. All you have to do is pop on over to www.metabolicliving.com and you're going to get free access to all of the different tasty variations for this recipe, and you will also get free 30-day meal plans and also shopping lists to go along with them. Alrighty, without further ado, let's start cooking. So what are you going to need to make this masala curry? For this recipe, you are going to need 1 tablespoon of organic extra virgin olive oil. Now you can also use avocado oil, or honestly just any stable cooking oil of choice is going to work great in this recipe. As always, whatever you have on hand. Next up, we've got half a medium onion, just diced finely. For those following the metabolic plan, this is going to be your protein in the recipe. You've got 1.5 pounds of chicken thighs, boneless and skinless, and then just diced into bite-sized pieces. If you are following along watching and you're a vegan or a vegetarian, maybe you don't have chicken in the house, maybe you don't like chicken, no worries at all. You can honestly sub this in with any protein source. It's really not an issue. This recipe is very adaptable. Over here, we've got 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, preferably organic as always. Over here are 3 cloves of garlic, minced or just chopped very finely. Garlic is another one of my all-time favorite ingredients. It's absolutely packed with all sorts of immune boosting properties and it tastes delicious. In my opinion, you can never have too much garlic in a recipe. So if you want to add a little bit more, be my guest, completely with you on that one. Over here, we've got 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger grated. Now ginger is perfect at a time like this because it's a known antiviral. Also just packs a little punch in our curry, makes it even more flavorful. So moving on to our spices, this is like my little spice plate over here. We've got 2 teaspoons of garam masala. Over here, 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Again, as I mentioned earlier, one of the highest dietary sources of vitamin C. And then over here, we've got 2 teaspoons of ground turmeric, a known anti-inflammatory and superfood. All of these together make such a delicious curry that even fussy eaters will love. Over here, we've got 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. Now you can make your own or buy it from the store. Either way, that's good with me. And then over here, we've got 1 cup of chicken stock or bone broth. If you have access to bone broth, definitely put it in the recipe. Great gut healing properties. Again, as always, use whatever you have on hand. Over here, I've got half a cup of coconut cream. Now, if you can't find coconut cream, do not panic. You can also use just the top part of a can of full fat coconut milk. Works exactly the same. And then, of course, we've got some salt and pepper to taste. And then we have 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro, just chopped finely for a nice little garnish and a little bit of extra flavor. So let's get going with the actual curry. First things first, grab a large saucepan or a Dutch oven, and what you're going to do is heat the oil over a medium heat. So pop some oil in there. And then the first ingredient that you're going to add is your onion. So diced onion goes in there. You may want to use a little fork to scrape it down. And then the next thing that goes in there is your chicken or whatever protein you are using. Pop that in there at the same time. Give it a little zhuzh. And then what you're going to do is saute that for about 8 to 10 minutes or just until your chicken is cooked through completely. So to save time, here is some chicken that I prepared earlier. This chicken and onion is all ready to go now. This is what it should look like. And at this point, you're going to add your tomato paste over here. So just dollop that in. And then you're also, while you're here, going to add your garlic and your ginger. So those two things also are added to the mix. And now it's time to add all your delicious herbs. So you've got your garam masala, your chili powder and your turmeric. All of those go in. And then what you're going to do before you add anything in, you're just going to let that saute for about 1 minute or until fragrant. So you'll just be stirring this over that low heat. Yum, yum. It already smells absolutely amazing. After you've let that kind of saute for a while, you're going to add your tomato sauce. So pop the whole thing in. Yummy. And then you're also going to add your stock. So I've actually pre-measured mine out in this little cupful. So just 1 cup of your stock. Again, if you're using bone broth, that's awesome. So pop that in as well. And then you're going to add your coconut cream. So pop the coconut cream in. And then give everything a little stir. If you are someone who's adding chickpeas, or maybe you are using chicken and you want to add some chickpeas, this is the correct time to add them. So what you've got here is a really, really creamy sauce that is ready to cook. So what you're going to do now is bring this whole thing to the boil, and then you're going to reduce it to a simmer over a low heat and just cook for about 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. And honestly, guys, it's as simple as that. So easy. This is what your finished curry is going to look like. So I've personally served mine with some cauliflower rice. I think I've also got some broccoli rice in there. You can also use basmati rice for a more traditional, authentic flavor. Wild rice is also delicious. And then of course, just grab your fresh cilantro, pop it on there, and then some salt and pepper just to your liking. And honestly, there you have it. It's literally that easy. It takes 15 minutes or less. And what you've got is a delicious immunity boosting dinner recipe. If you followed along today, or maybe you're watching later, I would absolutely love to see you and your family enjoying this delicious dish and all of your variations. So make sure you snap a picture and share it on social media with the hashtag #GetImmunityUpgraded. I really hope everyone will join me again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for another delicious recipe. We're actually going to be making a yummy Taco Tuesday recipe. Now this one is full of immunity boosting vegetables, again some delicious spices going in there, and of course your favorite protein source, whatever that may be. If you are someone who missed the start of the Get Immunity Upgraded challenge, or maybe you joined late, please do not worry at all. You can absolutely still join. We would love to have you, and then you can access all of our free recorded cooking demos over at www.metabolicliving.com. Plus, we are going to give you free workouts and a 30-day meal plan with grocery lists and, of course, recipe customizations to fit your preferences. As I said, we have got something for you. Whether you are paleo, vegan, keto, or anything else, we've got you covered. You can also follow us on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Metabolic Living. Remember, we are all in this together. So let's come out of this stronger than ever. It's time to boost your metabolism, strengthen your immunity, and flatten this curve. I really hope everyone enjoys their curry, and I will see you all tomorrow.